G'day everybody. Just thought I'd give you a look around my place and things that I grow. What's in my garden and all that sort of stuff. So stick around and I'll show you what I've got. So just behind the house here, I've got some nice rosemary bushes. Sort of trimmed them up so they look a bit like a hedge. You know, that was my sort of plan with them. And they are great. Use that in cooking and all sorts of things. Fantastic herb, the old rosemary. Just here I've got a beautiful sultana grape. Of course, it's just going out of season, but we're a month away from spring, so it should start to fire up. Gives me some beautiful grapes the last couple of years, so I'll be looking forward to that again. Got two raised garden beds here, and this first one here, you can see I've got continental parsley or Italian parsley, curly parsley, got some carrots in there, got some rocket, which is actually starting to go to seed. Wife loves that, eats it for breakfast. And then in the middle there, you'll probably see that little bit of a pipe. That's sort of my worm farm. I take the little cover off it with the wire and drop some scraps in there, and then the worms can take that, come up and eat that, take that through and aerate and make the soil nice and nutritional, I suppose you would call it. Got some celery over there, there's some red onions here, some leeks, a couple of tomato bushes, one there and another one sort of buried over here. But I think the frost got them. They come up from seed, so they weren't meant to be planted, but I don't think they'll do any good by the look of them. But in any case, they're there. Some spinach. Put that in a pot because it used to be on the ground and the chooks used to try and get it, so no good there. Here we've got there's a potato plant there, another one over there, a nice little mixed lettuce there. Then we've got some snow peas. Put some wire up for them here so they can grow into that. They usually give me a nice crop. Now here is my apricot tree. It's an early apricot. Usually get fruit on it before Christmas time, and what I've found with it is that I can get up to 60 or more off this little tiny thing. It hasn't grown much over the years, but it gives me a beautiful crop. Not real big apricots, but beautiful, sweet and luscious. Over here we've got some sage and some thyme. So basically I've got, if you look at it like this, I've got parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. There's my little baby plum tree. Hasn't been as long as the apricot, but still gives me quite a few plums on it. It's just starting to bud now, so we should see some action there in the next few weeks. Got a lemon tree there. I've got two lemon trees. Well, in total I've got three. There's those two there, which are younger ones. And then across there you can see my big one. This one here is a mandarin tree, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't had mandarins in it in 25 years here. So I think I got gypped on that one, but still looks nice. Now in my second raised garden bed, you'll see I've got a lot of coriander, or cilantro as they call it overseas. A couple of beetroot plants. Got some bok choy growing here. It's a little bit more parsley. There's some spring onions that we've planted. We just planted them from the knobs. They just keep growing, and we've had them in for about 2 or 3 years, and I still keep just pick them off and eat them. Got some chili there, some capsicums, green ones. Some are just starting to turn red. And then over here I've got some more of the bok choy and some Chinese cabbage put in there. There's 3 little garlic plants there, and you just see a potato over in the back there. So we'll be harvesting them in the near future. Now here's my apple tree. I've had this in a few years now. Last year I think I got 2 apples. Year before I think I got 2 apples. Most I've ever got is about 3 apples off it. Probably not quite the right climate where I live. Better in the hilly, cooler areas, but yeah, it still gives me fruit. And then over there is a cherry tree. Last year it gave me 1 cherry. The year before it was in a pot and it gave me multiple cherries. It was fantastic. I planted it out and it didn't do so well, so it's still budding, so I'm hoping that this year I'll get some more cherries off it. This plant here is something dear to my heart. My father gave me this. He used to grow locusts. And Beautiful little yellow fruit with big seeds in them, very sweet. Get quite a few. As you can see, there's quite a few flowers on here. And my father passed away some 20 odd years ago. And yeah, so this is sort of a reminder of him. He had great big huge ones that were as tall as a tree. But yeah, so I'm hoping that I'll get a nice crop off them again this year. So I do like the locusts. Fantastic to eat, nice and sweet. It's nothing like picking fresh off your own plants. A closer up look of my big lemon. I've had this in for 25 years, this lemon, and it only started fruiting a few years ago. Gave me lemons about 10 years ago for 1 year. Then nothing again for all these years, and then the year before last started getting me fruit. Not much, not fantastic fruit, but hey, it's still fruit, and nice to make lemon meringue and things like that. There's a little lemon there for me. So here's a nice olive tree. Once again, one my father gave me. Had some good crop of olives on them a few years ago. I did the thing and put them in jars and, you know, got them ready, and it was still pretty bitter, so I don't think I did something right. But I've also got another 3 of them there. And then the rest of my trees are sort of native pines, gum trees over there, and all sorts of things. Another couple of gums here, with a bit of shade from the sun when it sets in the summertime over the house. So that's basically my sort of veggie garden / fruit orchard. So I'll take you around and have a look at some of the other spots. There's just another shot looking back from up near the corner of my property, back towards the fruit orchard and the veggie patches. You can see the chook pen there, just near the house. So yeah, good little area for growing all that. So here's another view looking down. I've got 2 big rows of trees and 2 rows of shrubs. I do back onto a freeway. You probably hear all the traffic and the trucks coming through. But this is sort of a bit of a barrier for that when you're in the house. And something that's interesting over here, this is my interesting find. I came out one day, didn't even know it was there. Came out, had a look, was just walking around, and here's this cactus. I'm thinking like it's a prickly pear or something like that. Birds have probably eaten some of it, dropped their droppings there, and then I've got a cactus growing. So be interesting to see how big that grows in the future. But yeah, a little bit of something out of the ordinary there for what I've got planted. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot here. I'll just show you this planting here. Used to be a gum tree there. It was only very small, but I used to have a boat, a big trailer years ago, and I used to have to back it into the shed over there. And this was the place with the best spot where you could get the car to come in. So we ended up chopping it out. But no longer have the boat, so now I've planted this little acacia bush, little wattle. So it's growing nicely in there. Just got the cover around it so I don't get any rabbits eating it. That's going to grow into a nice flowering tree / shrub, so can't wait for that to get bigger. So just along here at the side of my shed, got a little water tank that feeds into the toilet inside the shed there. Now I've planted some of these succulents here. These things grow quite big. They had quite a few years ago when I had a swimming pool around there, and they grew huge. Ended up chopping them out because I needed to use that space when I took the pool out for my caravan to sit. So I planted a few native shrubs in here as well, and a few of those. Because even though I chopped them out, I threw them right down there near the bushes. See down there, and almost as far as you can go. Went down there one day and they were still growing. I think these things would grow in a nuclear explosion. But yeah, so they're very pretty. They look fantastic. So they'll get a little bit bigger over time and blend in with my shrubs. I've got some sort of a rock climbing thing there, ground cover. So yeah, quite unusual. And then I'll give you a quick look here at the rest of my block. It's 5 acres. Runs down to the bottom there. You'll see those trees, that other house. The trees this side of the house is roughly where the boundary is. About 5 acres all up. There's my soakage trench. Get a lovely green lawn out of that. So yeah, it's beautiful. Now here I've got this creeping vine. It gives me fruit. It's actually like a little orange passion fruit. Very soft squins. I think it's native to South America. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It grows and gets all this beautiful fruit. It doesn't have any on at the moment, but it will soon be sprouting up and giving me lots of little fruit. We make pavlovas out of it, just eat them as they are. But very bright orange skin. Actually, you can just sort of see one here that's pretty much dead. But anyway, there'll be more to come soon. And then over the top here, it's just my little back garden. I've got some little roses. Got one there I've shaped into an old chimenea that I had, just the frame. And yeah, there's my back lawn, bit of a fireplace, and got some brevilias growing down the side of the driveway there. And yeah, and then I've got some other bushes that I've shaped into squares. But yeah, all in all, a nice little garden there. You come back around this way, you'll see I've got some nice yuccas there growing out of a pot. And yeah, that'll be lovely. Plant that out one day. Looks nice though. I do like the yuccas. Wife hates them. I reckon they're a fabulous little plant. Easy to grow. Don't use much water. Probably last but not least, I've got a palm growing there. I had two of them. Used to have a pool in this area here years ago. Pulled it out when it went all rusty and the kids had moved from home. And I had another one that used to be planted in that corner. Had a fence going along there to protect from the pool. This one grew, the other one died. I think I planted another one and that died too, so I've just got this one. Over the years it's grown into a beautiful plant. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that one. It looks good. Anyway, that's the end of the tour. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all I've got growing here that I can show you, apart from weeds. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you on the next video. You got any questions, sing out, and leave us a like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.